Happy Halloween, everybody. It's been a while since I've done like a Halloween theme type video on my channel, and this is not sports related, so I'm just going to put that out there. If you're looking for a sports video, this is not it, but this is autograph related. So if you like autographs, stay tuned. Well, back in 2007, when I was in my mid 20s, I decided to write one of my favorite horror icons in the history of horror movies, and that is Mr. Angus Scrimm himself, the tall man from the Phantasm movie franchise. And this is a copy of my Phantasm DVD that I've probably had since, 2005-ish, somewhere in there. And what I decided to do was I made a copy at the time on some printer that I owned at the time, and as you can see, this one didn't turn out so well, so I made another copy, and I sent both copies to Mr. Scrimm, and I asked him to sign them. Well, to my surprise, I got the only one back signed from Mr. Scrimm, and I'm going to show this to you right after I show you this. Since then, actually I'll do this. And the reason I'm covering this up is he actually wrote my full name out when he signed it, so I don't want to show that on the channel, but I'm going to do my best to show this to you. But right under here is my name, personalized to me. And this is a copy, just printed off my printer from Mr. Scrimm of this DVD case, and he inscribed it, to me, of course. And it says the iconic phrase, "You play a good game, boy," signed Angus Scrimm. Now, just in that in itself is awesome. Okay, just the fact that he sent that. Well, in addition to that, not only did he do this, but I'm going to show you this. This is also my name, so I'm going to cover it up. He actually sent this postcard, but in the top corner, he also wrote his name. A. Scrimm, P.O. Box 5193, North Hollywood, California. Mr. Scrimm obviously is not alive anymore, so do not send, a request to that P.O. Box, because Mr. Scrimm has since passed away, and I have no idea whose P.O. Box that is, so please do not send a request to that P.O. Box. But death2automatrons.com, and this, he wrote, "Coming to feature DVD, I think, in December." And he didn't sign it, but he wrote that, kind of promoting one of his future or current DVDs, and this is the reverse side of that. And so that was a neat little thing that he included. Now, the really neat thing that he included is this. And again, I have to cover my name up to show this to you. But 2007, dated at the top. And I'm just covering the date up and my name. And a handwritten letter from the tall man himself to me. And signed at the bottom, A. Scrimm, or Angus Scrimm. Now I'll read the letter to you really quick here. It's kind of hard to read because it's not the most legible. It's in cursive, so I can't make out everything that he said, but I'll read it to you the best I can. It says at the top underneath this card, my name, "Dear so-and-so, I'm happy to sign your repro of the Phantasm DVD cover. Although the finish didn't take kindly to my ballpoint, actually, it's an extra fine Sharpie. So I had to only sign the better of the two," which means he wasn't going to sign them both, which is fine. Good to hear the Phantasm series still holds appeal for newer generations. He calls me a newer generation. That's the crazy part. At this time, I was in my mid-20s. And the enthusiasts of the original seldom off the max cut. I can't read that. When MGM's DVD night expired this year, when MGM's DVD rights expired this year, Anchor Bay bought them up, we'll say, and released the film on DVD to good sales. Sweet. Good sales. Wonder if you also saw Don Cascarelli's Masters of Horror film, Incident on and Off the Mountain Road. It's a winner, and I'm in that one too. Available on DVD rental. Good wishes, and thanks for now, Angus Scrimm. Or thanks for writing. So how awesome is this that Mr. Scrimm took the time to handwrite this letter to me, sign one of the photos that I sent, include a bonus, he didn't sign it, but a bonus promotion for one of the movies that he was coming out in back in 2007, and he referred to me as a new generation. I'm like, wow, that's kind of flattering. So ever since I got this back in the mail from Mr. Scrimm, I have always cherished this in the envelope that I showed you there. I really enjoy the Phantasm movies. Every year, you know, I try to watch them. I actually happened to be going through Walmart, this was probably about 4 or 5 years ago, and I actually found the complete collection, 1 through 5, on a DVD set, and it was like 15 bucks or something like that. It was really cheap. So I actually upgraded to DVD, so to speak, with my Phantasm DVDs. So that one is, you know, not viewed as often anymore. But I still have this sealed, believe it or not, after I bought it, because I have every one but Phantasm 5 in other formats, and I just watched them on those, you know, other formats. I had old VHS copies of those. Phantasm 5. This is really the only reason I bought it, because I didn't have it. But I upgraded, and I'm going to open this up and watch it because it's that time of year. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please always keep in mind, Mr. Scrimm is one of the greatest, most underrated horror icons in the history of horror movies, in my opinion. And it's very awesome that we had the time to see him during the time we did, because I certainly miss him and the work that he did. Happy Halloween, everybody, and happy collecting. Boy.